documents for your registration. And we're about a minute away. So just a quick hello. All our parties are registered there. Good to see a very healthy number of registered parties ready to go. Kick things off for 234 Edmondson Avenue, Austral, in just under a minute. We do appreciate your attendance there. Of course, all our registered parties are being represented by one of the many agents passionate about property at Wetherill Park. They're translators of value when it comes to transacting with transparency here, and that's certainly what we've done for 118 years and continue in this new digital era. Keep everyone safe and sound in the comfort of their own home. We sell away unconditionally today, 234 Edmondson Avenue, Austral. Some of the beautiful features and opportunity of this property we'll get to very shortly, but first and foremost, the terms and conditions that govern and protect sale by auction in New South Wales. Naturally, all bidders at auction must be registered in the bidder's record before participating in this auction today. I do reserve the right to refuse any bids not in my owner's best interest, so if you do try and start too low or move in increments too small, I may reject those. Don't take it personally. Purely don't want to give you the illusion of being closer to transacting and owning this opportunity than you necessarily are. Of course, I do have the right to exercise one bid and one bid alone on behalf of my vendor. It's not as the vendor bid. If I do, I'll use that language, vendor bid, but I'd much rather see where you see value here today. Most important term and condition after the first call, the second call, the third and final call, and the four of the gavel. The highest bidder is the unconditional purchaser. Pending that reserve price is met, of course, calling for a 10% deposit unless otherwise organised, of course. All the details on the front page of the contract, all the inclusions, etc., all the disclosure documents annexed there within. I take the remainder of the contract to be read, but most importantly, understood by yourself and your legal representatives. Well, David and Patrick have done a fantastic job bringing this opportunity to market. Of course, the R3 zoning, can see some of the developers amongst us have certainly registered interest throughout the campaign and in the bidding process here today. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 3-car accommodation as it stands. But what is fascinating and enticing about this opportunity is 1,612 approximate square metres. Of course, the R3 zoning on that, the 20.12 approximate metre frontage as well. So what you do with this is wide, as high as your imagination, and of course the opportunity is certainly there for one and all. So who wants to start me away? So close to the IGA, to Austral Public School, of course, a great opportunity to roll up your sleeves, plan something beautiful here and sit back and watch the appreciation soar. Who kicks me away on behalf of David, the team, Patrick as well? Who wants to start me off? Good to see all the agents there on the phone talking to our bidders. Who wants to kick us off? I've had many conversations, whether they're physical inspections or virtual inspections. Certainly have been private inspections. Who wants to kick us off around some of that feedback you've been talking to David about? Who wants to start me away? Dougie, you've got someone on the line there. Have a chat. All the agents are talking behind the scene there. You can see them. See where we want to start. Obviously, it's a strong stance, especially with these developers as well. You want to stamp your flag pretty confidently to start with. I'm happy to place a bid on behalf of our vendor. Much rather hear and see where you see value though. Kick it off around that 1.2 mark. 1,200,000. Who's got something in around that for me to start us away? 234 Edmondson Avenue, Austral. Lots of conversations happening behind the scenes. Just waiting for that bold party who puts their best foot forward. Maybe not their best foot, but certainly a foot to start things away. Who wants to kick us off? Otherwise, what will happen is we'll turn the lights off. We'll go back and forth. We'll just ask for your one and only offer after the auction this afternoon, and we'll... What was that, sorry? Yep. We might just mute you there, Sadali. Bit of housekeeping, of course. If you are bidding, we'll just keep your mute on there. Beautiful stuff, unless you are ready to bid. So a bit of conversation there, back and forth. Let's kick us off around that 1-2 mark. Happy to start there. Even 1-1, if that works. Who wants to start me away? Yeah. Yes. 1-1. Bit of number there. Number 6 at $1.1 million. A bit of 1-1. The call it straight to 1-2. Should we say? Or maybe I'll make it easy and call it 1-150. Rather see 1.2 from here at $1.1 million. Kick it off there at 1.1. One of our bidders there having a bit of a look, having a bit of a think. Don't think too long at $1.1 million. First chance at 1-1. Second time at $1.1 million. Straight to 1-2. We'll work with 100 on top, or at least a 50 from here at 1-1 now. Who takes me forward or who misses out? At 1-1. Second call at $1.1 million. What was the bid there? All right, we'll just get the agent who's talking to Sadali there. Bidder number 88, I believe. Just checking what her bid is. There seems like a little bit of confusion here. Let's help her closer to home ownership. 1-150 or 1-2, your choice. Certainly interest outside auction conditions well above this level. Not my preference or my vendors to transact in that department. Much rather do it here with the transparency of the auction process. In a digital amphitheatre for negotiation. It's a brave new world, but we welcome you to step inside at $1.1 million now. All the agents having some very serious discussions in the back-end workings of the private online auction system here. It's great to see lots of heated debates. No doubt everyone very well aware of the R3 zoning. Great opportunity here. All right. There's no better bids. We're going to check instructions here at 1.1 million, but I'm sure there's 1.2 there. I'd encourage you to go straight to 1.2 or maybe 1.25 at $1.1 million. First chance at 1-1. Second time in calling now at $1.1 million. Third and final call at $1.1 million. Are we finished? Are we silent? All right, ladies and gents, we're going to keep our discussions going. What's going to happen if we don't reach reserve? We're going to give the exclusive rights to negotiate to that highest bidder at 1.1. You won't know what it sells for. You'll just see the sold sticker this afternoon. So if you're playing some games, I can assure you the best way to avoid competition is to dive into the auction process with a bid. If you wait till afterwards, we won't be going back and forth. We'll ask for your last and only bid, and someone could beat you for $1,000. It's a gamble I wouldn't want to be taking with an opportunity like this. Okay, happy to wait there, Marcus. Having a chat to his bidder there. Certainly not selling at 1.1. We've got a little bit of work to be done here. Alexander as well, jumping on there, having a chat about value where our multiple parties see value. 1.1 though, less than 1,000 a square metre. Certainly not selling at this level. Checking out instructions there, Dave Perko. Happy to pause here, have a bit of a conversation with our highest bidder. That exclusive right certainly is going to them at this stage. All right, we're going to pause the auction here. We're going to come back in just 2 minutes' time. Thanks so much.
You're not saying a word, but you speak volumes.
Thanks for your patience, ladies and gents. A little bit of back and forth to be done here. Once again, the auction environment is somewhere you need to be last in order to be first. A little bit of work to be done here where you hesitate. We certainly do not. I'm going to place our one right to a vendor in New South Wales. I'm going to place that at $1.2 million. $1,200,000 there on behalf of our vendor, $1.2 million. A bit of a discussion with our four registered parties there and just see what we can do at $1.2 million. But placing that bid and continue discussions. Thanks so much.
Amongst the crowd, shining through, see it from
All right, ladies and gents, thanks for your patience there. A little bit of work to be done here. Going to give you 3 chances before we pass this property in and continue our discussions into the evening, of course. We will turn the lights off. You won't know where your competition is. This is the last chance you have to go against and see exactly where you stand. I'll give you 3 options before we pass this property in. First chance now. Second time in calling. Third and final call now at $1.2 million. Or finished. Or silent. Sadali, you out there? You just turn your microphone on. Happy to take a 50 on top and call it 250. Otherwise, we'll negotiate with our highest bidder and we'll let you know what it sold for. Checking you out there, Sadali. You just... Alright, ladies and gents, we're giving you plenty of time there. Just checking all our bidders are out. Doug, Marcus, Dave, everyone, Alexander, everyone's out. Alright, I'm going to pass this property in at $1.2 million. We're going to continue discussions. Auction conditions, of course, do prevail till midnight this evening. Happy to see where things get to, and we look forward to seeing an upcoming Ray White Wetherill Park online private auction. Thanks so much.